And joining us via Skype is Tom Kundert, World Soccer Magazine's Portugal correspondent. Tom, thank you so much for joining us live here on CNN's World Sport. First things first, Ronaldo, at age 37, what will reaching another World Cup mean to him?
Oh, I mean, everything. I mean, it would have been a terrible way for him to end his incredible international career, not even to get to the World Cup. But it's going to be interesting because these last two playoff games, something happened which hasn't happened very often for Portugal. They didn't really need Ronaldo. They didn't have to rely on him. It was the other players who stepped up. But of course, Ronaldo, so many times he's bailed Portugal out. This time, his teammates gave him a helping hand.
I'm going to pick you up on those words. They didn't really need him. Please elaborate.
Well, he has, been looking a little bit less than superhuman the last few matches. He has looked, a little bit more mortal. And you have to say these last two games, he was a little bit peripheral to Portugal's overall performance. Other players really, I suppose, took the mantle. And today we had Bruno Fernandes, excellent. Again, he's been a bit disappointing in the Portugal shirt, but this was without doubt his best performance for his national team. Two really good finishes. Ronaldo, he was still involved with the first goal, good 1-2. But apart from that, he did really look a little bit off the pace. But, we all know what Ronaldo is like. You can't keep him down for long. So I'm sure he'll be perfectly prepared. And he's still got a role to play, at Qatar.
Yeah, credit the Portuguese team as a whole. Ronaldo will be 38 early next year. This is surely his last crack at winning it, you would think. Or is it a case of never say never with him? What do you think?
You would think. He's been asked that quite often. He was asked that in the pre-match press conference, and he came out kind of belligerently saying the only player who will tell Cristiano Ronaldo when to pack up will be Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll only finish when I feel I'm ready. He said before that he wants to keep playing at the top level until he's 40. If he does play the next World Cup, I think he'll be 41. So yeah, that's looking a little bit unlikely. But we'll worry about that bridge when we get to it. Right now, Ronaldo will be in Qatar later on this calendar year, and he'll be leading the Portugal line. And who knows if he can? He's just done so much in his career, hasn't he? And there's just one thing missing. And who knows, with this very talented Portugal side, maybe he can actually win a World Cup.
Yeah, well, let's talk more about the Portuguese national team. They were champions of Europe back in 2016. You've referenced the huge talent they have there at their disposal. We mentioned Bruno Fernandes as well, of course, what a talent he is. But what do you think it'll take for the Portuguese to even come close at having a really serious tilt at winning the World Cup?
Yeah, because the talent is there. I mean, there's other players we can mention. Bernardo Silva, one of the best players at Manchester City, one of the best players in the Premier League this season. He's been absolutely outstanding. Ruben Dias, his teammate there. Portugal are just absolutely packed with world-class players playing at the top teams and thriving in the top teams, and playing important parts. Now, I have to say that the coach, Fernando Santos, really hasn't managed to find the right cohesion in this team. He hasn't found the right combination, because a lot of these players, they tend to really shine for their club sides, but rarely do so for Portugal, and even rarer do so together. So now, Fernando Santos has 6 matches, Nations League matches, so, kind of glorified friendlies against good opposition. So it will really be key to how well Portugal perform in Qatar, how much of a kind of cohesive team he can put together in the next few months.
All right,
Tom, the talent is there, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I agree. Can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Thank you so much for joining us tonight from Porto there. We do greatly appreciate it.